Now, by saying that, okay, so let us get into the day 4 session. And here we go. So today what we are going to do, now before getting into day 4 session, I want you to do one activity, and for that I want you to start the cameras first. So please turn on the cameras, Mamas. Yes, please turn on the cameras. Now this is quite simple activity, very simple activity. Now in this activity, all of you are going to speak up ma. Ma. Everyone can do that? Ma. But the condition is that you are not allowed to touch your lips while speaking ma. You are not allowed, your two lips should not allow to touch each other and try to speak ma. What it is coming? Ah. You cannot speak ma without touching these two lips. Same way, let's try papa. Try to speak papa without touching two lips. Try to speak it, please. Yes, everybody is laughing. Now it is not possible at all. Just like the way ma and papa cannot be speak properly, you cannot pronounce it properly without touching two lips. Same way, one cannot have baby with desired quality without following and practicing Garbhsanskar. You just note it down. Without practicing positive, joyful, and virtuous lifestyle, it is not possible to have baby with desired qualities. Clear? Okay, so we are ready to go for the day 4 session. Okay, now today we are going to understand actual process of Garbh Sanskar. Now, let me just know how many of you are planner. Those who are a planner, please type P as a planner so that I can come to know. Those who are pregnant, they need not to write anything. But those who are planner, simply type P in the chat box. So initial 10 to 15 minutes would be dedicated to them. But those who are pregnant, that is also useful for you. How? Because it is quite possible you might have got knowledge of Garbh Sanskar late, right? But what you can do, if you are having this particular knowledge, then you can guide someone from the planning stage, right? So for that purpose, we are going to understand that. Okay. Okay, great. Okay. Now, let us try to understand what is actual understanding about Garbh Sanskar. So basically, Garbhadhan Sanskar are the set of rules that is to be followed before even you conceive, right? So those who are planner, they can start following Garbh Sanskar well before. So there are two stages. What is to be done before conceiving the baby and what is to be done at the time of conception. Okay, I'm receiving some complaint about the sound. Let me just check the things. Just give me the minute. Just a minute. Let me just check, set up the things, if it is working properly or not. Just a minute. Now, is it clear or still it has got echo? Now, is it clear or okay? Great. Better now, right? Okay, so we are good to go. Just a minute. Yes. Okay. So now it is better, right? So basically, those who are planner, what can be done before you even start for or before you go for the conception process, you should start working upon your lifestyle. Now, before conception and during pregnancy, what is to be done? The first step that you should do is body and mind purification. Now, what is body purification? Is it all about taking a bath? Is that the body purification? What do you think of that? What is body purification? Okay, I'm getting some answers like Panchakarma. So detoxification of the body, right? That is all about detox. Detox means what? Whatever toxins we are having in our body, like we should remove it. Now the standard and fundamental way is like what? Body purification. First thing, that you should go to the doctor and go for the blood checkup, blood test for both husband and wife, because whatever deficiency you might have, whatever nutrition you are missing, so you should go for the medication if it requires, right? So that is the first thing. For example, your body is suffering from some sort of diseases. Let's say you are suffering from fever, cold, and during that time, if you are planning for the pregnancy, then that is not the suitable time, because your body is not ready and healthy to conceive for the baby. So basically, body purification is all about having a good health, right? So for that, please go to the doctor and consult and just check up for the blood test, and whatever deficiencies you might be having, you just cure it. Now, second point, being a planner, you should take care is about mind purification. Now, what is mind purification? Mind purification is all about get rid of or refrain from all bad habits that our minds are having. For example, negative thought, anger issues. Yesterday only we have gone through the introspection. How many of you have done that? How many of you have done that? Qualities of husband and wife, list qualities that you need to work upon. So basically, that is what mind purification. Because once you need to identify, like, these are the qualities that I need to work upon, and you start working on that. If you are having, let's say, negative mindset, then you should convert yourself into positive mindset and start practicing that mindset for a longer period of time. And this is to be practiced for 3 to 6 months. Then only that would be your habit, right? So being a planner, you should definitely go for body and mind purification first. Being a pregnant, you cannot go for the body purification, obviously, but mind purification has to be there. So even being a pregnant also, like, you should follow the positive lifestyle, and you should let the bad habit, as simple as that. Okay, so that is the first step. Being a planner and being a pregnant, you should always follow sattvic diet. Now, what is sattvic diet? If I am asking you, like, if you are going to the five-star hotel and if you are having some food over there, can you say, is it a sattvic diet? If you are going to five-star hotel and having some food over there, can you say that is it a sattvic diet? No. Why? Why it is not a sattvic diet? Yes, I have got one answer over here from Preeti. Like, food which is made up with the positive mindset and happiness. So at the time of cooking, whatever thoughts and emotions you are having, that thoughts and emotions make an impact on the food. And the one who is going to eat that food will also get same impact. For example, if you are too much angry and you are cooking some food and your husband is going to eat it, gradually and slowly you are transferring anger issues in your husband's mind, and vice versa. If your husband is having lots of anger issue, but if you are going to make a food with pure heart, pure mind, with positiveness, and the person who is going to consume it will gradually and slowly change the mindset as well. That is what the impact of food. So the food which is made up with the pure and positive mindset, and before eating it, just offer it to the God or the Almighty, and then consume it, then eat it, then have it. That is known as sattvic diet. Sattva means positivity, purity. So whatever you are eating doesn't matter. Now you might be having some sort of questions like, sir, am I allowed to eat that? Am I allowed to eat that? I'm not gonna discuss about that thing. The main point is, whatever you eat it with the positive mindset. What you eat doesn't matter. How you eat, that matters. you know so prepare the food with consciousness, with positivity, with purity, and have it with consciousness, with purity, and with positivity. That is called sattvic diet. So from planning stage, we should start working on this. Even before you plan for the pregnancy, you can at least start practicing this thing 3 months prior to conceiving the baby. So those who are planner, they have got the great opportunity to work upon these issues and correct it. Those who are pregnant, they have to consume the sattvic diet orally. So this point is applicable for both. Yes. As per Ayurveda, those who are planners, they should start planning at least 6 months before, because body purification, mind purification, that would not come in a single day. Any habit takes place, at least it takes 21 days. 21 days would be required to form a new habit. This is scientifically proved, right? So that is why our Shastra says, our scripture says, at least 6 months before you should start practicing, good diet, body purification, mind purification. So 6 months before you can start meditation and positive thoughts. And whatever TV, social media content you are using, use it wisely, because social media is not a stress, buster. It is a stress booster that acts as a stress booster. So those who are planner and pregnant, please make a note of all this point. Now, this particular point is precisely for pregnancy planner, right? At the time of conception, means when husband and wife indulge into the activity to conceive the baby in an actual manner, at that time, what are the points that is to be taken care, being a planner? So as per our scripture and Ayurveda, first point that is clearly written, like you both have to be in a best mood whenever you are going for the conceiving process. Let's say husband had a fight with someone in office, like he's not in a good mood, like wife had an argument with the in-laws in home, and then both husband and wife trying to conceive for the baby at that time. So that is not a good mood, right? So you have to at your best whenever you are trying to conceive the baby. That is point number one, that is to be understood. The best season to conceive for the baby is considered as spring and autumn. What is the reason behind that? During spring and autumn, nature is more fertile. If you would notice the nature, even trees would have more new leaves. So nature is more fertile. Naturally, our nature increase the level of fertility during spring and autumn. And that is why, spring and autumn, Muhrut, if you would go, auspicious occasion, we used to, find out the time, Muhrut, that is known as, right? So highest marriage Muhrut would be in spring and autumn. That is the reason behind that. Because fertility rate naturally increases during this particular time. And as far as timing is concerned, 9 to 11 and morning 4 to 6, that is known as Brahma Muhurt, right? So that is the best considered time to conceive for the baby. And whenever being a planner, you are going for conceiving process, at that time, please make sure your room has to be good. Decoration of the bedroom I'm talking about. I'm not asking you to decorate it like the first night. But and even this decoration of the room, that is not the concept that is imported from the Western culture. Let me tell you, Charak Samhita has clearly explained the things 3000 years back, like what kind of environment has to be there in the room whenever couple is trying for the baby. And for that is clearly written, like room has to be neat and clean. So if you are having pile of clothes somewhere in the room, then that would definitely give the negative energy. So it has to be neat and clean. Light color curtains, light color mattresses has to be there. Well arranged furniture, some good fragrance has to be there in the room. So that kind of environment at least you should maintain, so that it would help you to improve your mood. And ultimately, whenever you are at your best and you are trying, then definitely you would chances of conceiving baby would be high. So these are the things that is to be taken care by the planner. Hope it is clear to you. Now, being a Majestic Garbh Sanskar, we have taken one initiative. And what is that initiative? Swagat Sanskar. So being a planner, what is to be done? That I have explained. Being a pregnant, what is to be done? That what we are explaining since 4 days, right? And in the next slide also, we are going to start discussing about that. But after pregnancy, what is to be done? Once you deliver the baby, now over here, your role of husband would come into the picture. Now, what is the role of husband? So husbands can do Swagat Sanskar once you, arrive at home with the baby. Now, what is this Swagat Sanskar? It is not part of 16 Sanskar, 16 Sanskar, right? This is totally different. Now, what is this? Like, this is our initiative. So, what husband can do, or what family members can do, they can, welcome baby and mother both in a proper manner. Some sort of decoration can be done, some sort of, small, ceremony can be done to welcome both baby and mother. And that would have positive impact on baby's mindset as well as on the new mother's mindset, because pregnancy is such a roller coaster ride, right? You being a mother can understand like what sort of painful journey you have gone through, and suddenly after delivering a baby, 4 to 5 kg weight would be reduced on the spot. Like a moment before, you were 65 kg, and moment after you would be 58. So suddenly whatever drastical changes are going to happen with your body, with your mind, to cope up with that, support of family would be needed. So this decoration of room, even if it possible, you can ask the hospital, you can take the permission from the hospital to decorate the room where you are keeping after delivery. So that would help to like regain your life, restore your life. So this initiative should be taken up by your husband, and you can ask them to do Swagat Sanskar if possible. Okay, so that is what our initiative for the new mother, welcoming the baby and the mom, because it is the new life for baby and mom both, right? Because before pregnancy you were a wife, but after delivering a baby, your new life, new journey would be starting, and that is as a mother, right? Even warm welcome, such a positivity in an environment would increase the flow of milk, so that would help in the breastfeeding as well, right? So there are some scientific reason behind that. So hope that is clear to you guys. If it is clear up to this particular point, that is what the husband's responsibility. Just do let me know if it is clear up to this point. Yes, clear. Okay, great. Okay, now let us move to, we have already gone through 6 different activities that is to be done during pregnancy, right? Now let us understand few more activities. 7th activity is prayer. Like we have gone through IQ activity, EQ activity. IQ and EQs are done. What about SQ, spiritual and social quotient activity? So first is the prayer. Now, whenever I am talking about do prayer, then question has to be there, sir, whom to pray? Whom to pray? So what do you feel? Whom to pray? Whom you should supposed to pray? Yes. So in whatever religion you are believing in whatever path you are following, you can pray them, right? If you are not following any path, any religion, you can pray to the nature. As simple as that. Ultimately, the superpower, whosoever it may be, ultimate personality is the one, right? So Almighty would be the one, name would be anything. Names could be differing depending on the religion, depending on the path that you are following within particular religion. So basically, the whom you admire, the whom you pray in your family, you should pray on a regular basis. For what? For the protection of baby and for the protection of yourself. So regularly without fail, you should start doing prayer. And if possible, like you can go to the temple, you can go to the mosque, you can go to the church and do prayer activity. Or if not possible, you can do it at home as well. No obligations, right? So prayer is a must do activity during pregnancy. At least pray in the morning, at least for once, right? So that will give you the positive mindset, and in prayer, like we are not always going to seek something from the Almighty. We are not a beggar, right? There is one nice saying that, in this world, everybody is beggar. You and me all are beggars. Why? because whenever we are going to the temple, we always beg, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, please God give me, please God give me. We all are begging, and beggars are begging outside the temple, whereas we as a beggar go inside the temple and beg. So don't be beggars, say thanks at least. Say thanks to the Almighty for giving such a wonderful life, for making us a human, for giving us the capacity to think. So say thanks. So prayer has to be the reflection of gratitude rather than begging, right? That is the actual meaning of prayer. Say thanks to the Almighty for giving such a wonderful life, for giving such a wonderful family, for giving such a wonderful, journey of pregnancy. Just pray and say thanks. That is the actual way of praying the Almighty. Okay, so that is activity number 7. Now, activity number 8 for spiritual and social quotient development is Garbh Satsang. Garbh, you are already aware about. Satsang. Satsang, that is the Hindi word. Sang means what? Sang means companionship. Sat means positive companionship. Companionship with gurus, let's say. So doing some sort of spiritual activity like spiritual reading, spiritual doing, some social activity, for example, helping the needy one, feeding the birds, feeding the cow, that kind of activity, making a garland for the, home temple, let's say. So that kind of activity, doing mala, jap, that kind of activity would be the satsang or spiritual activity. So these activities are going to help for the spiritual and social quotient development. If I would ask you to read some sort of spiritual book during pregnancy, which book would you refer to, read? You can just type the name in the chat box and do let me know. Like there are many books that you can read during pregnancy which are spiritual. Okay, Gita, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, that is one of the best book I would say that is to be read. Ramayana can be read. Sundarkand, yes, Ramayana, Sundarkand, Bhagavad Gita, names are coming over here. Okay, Bhagavad Puran, Gita. Okay, then which are the other books that you can read? Yes, 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 I'm waiting for the names. Yes, okay, Shiv Puran, Mahabharata, excellent. Okay, great. Rishi, okay. Panchatantra would go for the stories, so we will not consider it over here. Okay, we are simply okay, those who are Jain, they can read Tirthankar Charitra. Okay, Upanishads, very good. Okay, story of Krishna. Okay, that would come in Mahabharata anyway. Harivansh Puran, great, great. Vedas you can read, yes, obviously. So basically, these are the books. Sai Charitra, okay, great, that can be read. So whatever religion you are believing in, whatever path you are following within particular religion, you can go for the spiritual reading for that particular in these particular segments, right? That is known as Garbh Satsang, but that is not limited to spiritual reading or spiritual doing. Some sort of social activities. As I told, like feeding the bird, feeding the cow, helping the needy one. That would also help to develop the social quotient. So that is activity number 8, right? A book of great personality would go for Damini EQ development, that is biography, that yesterday we discussed, right? Now, 9th activity that I want you to know, that is Shloka. This is also focusing on spiritual quotient development. Now, Shloka would mostly be in Sanskrit language, right? Now, what is the scientific relevance of Sanskrit language with the pregnancy? Let me first explain that. Sanskrit is, known as mother of all language, and it is scientifically proved that if some, pregnant mother reciting something in Sanskrit language during pregnancy, that helps in language learning process of unborn child. That helps in better cognitive development. So Sanskrit shloka has this scientific relevance. That is first portion. And second portion of shloka would also help you to understand the life learning lessons. Because whatever slokas are there, what is sloka and mantra ultimately? Basically, whatever slokas are there, they are teaching something to us, right? So whatever sloka you are reciting during pregnancy, try to get meaning of that as well. If I would say Gayatri Mantra, everybody is knowing, sir. Om Bhurbushvam Tassavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. But if I'm asking you what is the meaning of Gayatri Mantra, how many of you are knowing that? How many of you are knowing that? You know, very few parents are responding over here. So basically, the only reciting mantra, definitely that would have positive impact, even though without knowing the meaning. But if you try to understand, meaning of that particular mantra or a sloka, then that would give you the life learning lessons as well. So as far as sloka activity is concerned, try to remember one sloka a day with meaning. Try to do that. It will help for the better cognitive development, and whatever sloka you are reciting right now, that would give you wonderful insight of your life. The way how to live the life, that is explained in sloka. Got it? So this is activity number 9 that is to be practiced for spiritual quotient development. Is that clear? Up to this particular point, if it is clear, just type C in the chat box. So total 9 activity we have gone through till date. And tomorrow I am going to discuss about PQ development activity. So all 4 questions I am going to cover. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about yoga and diet. Much awaited topic. Like everybody's looking for, sir, I want diet chart. Sir, which yoga am I allowed to do? Am I allowed to eat papaya? Am I allowed to eat banana? Whether I should eat this thing, whether you should do that thing. Okay, so that's what we are going to discuss tomorrow. But all 9 activity, okay, which all are 9 activity? Once again, I'm repeating quickly. Left brain development activity, right brain development activity, then Garbh Samvad, these 3 activity. 4th activity is story. 5th one is biography. And 6th one is what? Video watching, right? Particular category of video. 7th, 8th and 9 today I have covered prayer, sloka and Garbh Sansar, right? Okay, don't worry. Tomorrow, whenever I'm going to explain yoga and everything, you would come to know about everything. So about yoga, we are going to discuss it tomorrow, right? So now, along with this, there is a buzzword in the market, 5 sense development activity. Like I wanted to develop 5 senses of my baby. So for that, precisely, we have kept this particular portion. Ultimately, whenever, you are going to, whenever you are going to do left and right brain development activity, definitely 5 sense would come in that only. But precisely for 5 sense development, I am going to spell out few activities over here and we are going to practice it all together. Right? So are you all ready for that? Okay. Okay. Yes, over here, like Aishwarya has given the actual meaning of, Gayatri Mantra over here. Very nice. Very nice. If you are knowing the meaning of Gayatri Mantra. Great. Okay, so let us get into the 5 sense development activity. Now, 5 senses. Which are the 5 senses we are having? Vision, from where we are watching all this thing, hearing, smelling, taste, and touch. These are the 5 different senses of human body. So now let us try to do something for the hearing. Now, as far as listening is concerned, there are 2 types of listening. First thing is that, being a pregnant mother, you have to decide what to listen and what not to listen. So if somebody is talking negativity, somebody is spreading negativity, somebody is abusing someone, at that time, please shut your ear. You need not to listen that. Right? And somebody is talking about knowledge, somebody is talking about positivity, somebody is talking something good, then at that time, you should always open your ears. Right? Don't be Subhadra at that time. We cannot repeat the same mistake after learning that, right? So basically, what to listen and what not to listen, being a pregnant mother, you have to decide. That is point number 1. And as far as listening, activity is concerned, let us do an activity. Close your eyes for a minute and concentrate. Close your eyes and concentrate what surround sounds are coming, which was there earlier, but which was hidden somewhere. Focus and do let me know. Yes, you can now type in the chat box like which sounds you have identified, which was there, which existed, which exist actually. Fan sound, vehicle sound, fan sound. Everybody saying fan sound. What about other? Yeah, any yes, bird sounds, birds wiggling. Okay, fan, rain sound, highway, fan, rain, heartbeats. Okay, great. Auto, crowd, fan, clock, clock tick tick. Okay, great. Bengal, fan, mobile notifications. Okay, construction work going on somewhere. Okay, bird sounds. So basically, all these sounds are there, that was already there, but we were not, focusing and listening those sounds. So basically, this kind of activity could be useful for the hearing development. It is also helpful for the concentration power development of ability, right? So we are getting lots of answers over here. Okay, great, great. So now, smelling. If you wants to improve like smell senses, then what kind of activity can be done? So for that, like I'm simply suggesting you can play this game with your husband as well. Yeah, and you can ask your husband to do the same with you. What can be done? You can blindfold yourself or your partner, and whatever masalas are there in your kitchen, whatever vegetables are there, whatever fruits are there, you can place in front of him, or you can ask him to place in front of you after blindfolding yourself, and try to smell it and try to recognize the item. you know so that kind of activity would help. Even you can try it with the different flowers, like 4 or 5 different kind of flowers are there. You can try it with flowers as well. So that kind of smelling activity can be played, and that could be great fun. If let's say if you're asking your husband to blindfold you, and now you are trying to recognize different smells. And being a pregnant also, whenever you are cooking, whenever you are eating something, let's say you are having for example apple in your hand. So before eating it, just smell it and pass that message, bacha, this is apple, this is the smell of apple, this is the smell of turmeric, this is the smell of so and so, like that way. So that kind of activity can be done. Okay, same thing for taste bud development. What you should do, you should try to taste different ingredient during pregnancy. Do not restrict yourself. And we have noticed that whatever things you are not liking in pregnancy, your baby would not also like it when he or she will grow up. So if you want your child to eat everything, give all kind of different taste, right? And activity can be done same way. Blindfold yourself and put something on your tongue and taste it and try to identify what ingredient was that. So that kind of activity can be helpful to taste bud development. So I'm simply giving you few suggestions of the activities, right? So that can be done. You can simply close the eyes and touch the things and identify various objects. So that is for touch activity. And last one is vision development. So to develop the vision, before getting into vision development, there are two kind of visions. One is the vision, means what we see through our eyes. And second is the perspective. Second is the perspective. Whenever we are seeing something, we are watching something, what actually we get it out of that, what actual meaning we are taking out of that, that matters the most. For example, let me give you a simple example. On the screen, you can watch something. What is that? Let me check your vision, your perspective on this. So being a pregnant mother, you should always have positive perspective, right? Then only you can live the positive lifestyle, positive mindset. So on the screen, okay, over here, Vidya is saying half filled glass. Okay, glass is half filled glass. The glass is half full. Juice in the glass. Okay. What about other mamas? What are you waiting for? Do you want an invitation to answer me? You can answer in the chat box. Yes. Okay, coconut water, juice. Yes. Straw, juice, juice in the glass, straw moving. That's fine. What you can see over here, what is your perspective? We are talking about vision. Yes. Coconut water. Okay, whether the glass is half full or half empty. Okay, who is going to answer that? Let me ask you. Let me narrow down the question. Okay, what is there? Lime water or juice? We don't care. We are not going to taste it right now, right? But is it half full or half empty? Yes, half full, half full. So everybody has the positive mindset. That's what I am saying. Okay, great. Half full. Everybody is saying half full. Nobody is saying half empty. Okay. So you guys are optimistic. That's fine. But I am opportunistic. What I see over here is glass is half full. It means I have an opportunity to pour more water in that. You're getting it. So I see it like that way. So over here, there are three perspectives. Glass is half empty, glass is half full, and third is half full, and we have an opportunity to pour more water in that. That is third perspective. So please broaden your vision. The way you are broadening your vision, that would help to develop the child's perspective as well. You are getting it. So that is the vision that I am talking about. And as far as your eyesight is concerned, you can practice some activities. For example, here is the activity on the screen. You can see one tree kind of image which has some hidden faces. How many faces are there and who they are? Can you please identify it and type in the chat box? 7 faces, 8 faces, who they are? Who they are? That is also my second question. Okay, Khushbu is saying 10 faces, but who they are? Yes, 7 faces, 10 faces, Mahatma Gandhi, Indira Gandhi, Nehru ji, leaders. That's fine, but who they are? Nehru ji, Lal Bahadur Shastri ji, Bhagat Singh, okay, Indira ji, Gandhi ji, Nehru ji, okay, freedom fighters, but name it. Let your baby introduce with the freedom fighters. Lal Bahadur Shastri, okay, great. Okay, Lala Lajpat Rai, okay, great. Lokmanya Tilak, Rabindranath Tagore, okay, Rabindranath Tagore, I think 7 or 8 names. Subhash Chandra Bose, okay, great. I think most of the names came up. Yes, 10 phases, 10 phases. Please try. You have got 1 more minute to go. Yes, 10 phases. Nehruji, Bhagat Singh, Indira Gandhi, okay, Subhash Chandra Bose, Lokmanya Tilak, okay, Lala Lajpat Rai. Who has answered that particular thing? Okay, Sunal has given me all 10 names. Okay, great. Bhimrao Ambedkar. Okay, some can see 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, great. Come on, keep on trying. In case you can find out anything more. Those who are saying 8 or 7, they can keep on trying. What else you can find out? Yes. Come on, let us just check your vision. Another this kind of activity would be fun-loving activity. Find the difference between two pictures. That kind of small activities would also be helpful. Okay, Kanika has given Sardar Vallabhbhai, Gandhiji, Nehruji, Gandhiji, Bhagat Singh, Lokmanya Tilak, Ambedkar, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, Lala Lajpat Rai, Rabindranath Tagore, and Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay, great. Chaliye. Let's see. How many circles are there? Now it would be easy for you to recognize. How many circles are there? Yes, 10 is the correct answer, and I have circled all the things. So this kind of small activities, like, two pictures are there, and, find the difference kind of activity. Or you can, take it as a challenge. Like, you can ask your husband to click something from your home, and you are going to find out where exactly that things are located. That is known as backyard hunting kind of game. From your backyard of the home, your husband is going to click something, some picture of flower or tree or something, and the task is you are going to find it out. This kind of games would also be helpful for the vision development, and it is a positive time spending, right? Many mother used to complain like, sir, I am feeling bored. What is to be done? Thousands of such activities are there that would be helpful for the your development, your baby's development in a positive manner. Okay, so that's it as far as activities are concerned. Now, many mothers are saying over here, sir, I am in my 7th month of pregnancy. I am in my 8th month of pregnancy. And I came to know about the knowledge of Garbh Sanskar very late. Yes, you are late, but it is better to be late than never. That is point number one that you need to remember. Still, you have got an opportunity, right? But we, being a Majestic Garbh Sanskar, used to conduct such workshops on almost every week, right? Still, you are not aware about that. It means something is missing, means lack of awareness, and we are doing it at free of cost. We are not charging anything. So one cannot say that I am not having money so that I am not attending the workshops, right? So awareness of Garbh Sanskar is somewhere missing. And you being a mother guided by Majestic Garbh Sanskar or knowing what is Garbh Sanskar, then how, can you give us the ideas like, okay, how we combinedly, collaboratively can spread this knowledge so that, none of the would-be mother would remain left with these essential knowledge. Ultimately, having a baby with the great qualities at our home only would not serve the purpose. If my baby is good and neighbor's baby is not that good, then we cannot build up the great nation. Ultimately, we should have better society, better nation all together combinedly, right? Because society doesn't have single person. It is a group, it is a collaboration. So as much as knowledge we can spread of Garbh Sanskar, that would be ultimately indirectly beneficial for all of us, right? So can you give me the ideas like, okay, what kind of ideas can be done to spread the knowledge of Garbh Sanskar? And how you can contribute in that? How you can contribute in that? Okay. Okay. Asmita is saying that, hospitals should have such a things. Marketing, social media, that is fine. Okay. Gynec doctors. Okay. So basically, some others are saying, sir, I'm going to, tell my gynec doctor to spread the knowledge of Garbh Sanskar. That is a good suggestion. I must say that by word of mouth, definitely you are going to recommend it to the all. So definitely we sharing this knowledge. Yes, Prema, that is right. So how are you going to share this knowledge? So there are various places like social media. So whenever you are posting something, at that time you can hashtag Majestic Garbh Sanskar, hashtag Garbh Sanskar. That can also help. Great. Gynec doctor awareness sessions. Okay, making it mandatory in hospital. We can share the knowledge. Yes, you guys are the now carrying all the knowledge of Garbh Sanskar, so you can do that. Yes, Asmita is saying that I'm also going to talk my gynec doctor about this. Very nice. Social media. So here are the ideas like, whatever activities you are doing, you can prepare a reel even. During pregnancy nowadays, people are, preparing reels and everything. So whenever you are preparing the reel, just hashtag Majestic Garbh Sanskar Guru, Happy Garbh Sanskar. These are the, few hashtags that we have created so that you can do. Reels can be done. Even some mothers can share us the video testimonial, like you have already attended the workshop, now you wanted to share the feedback, and what feedback you are giving, we will promote it on the social media so that other mother can see it and inspire, get an inspiration, and they can attend these sessions and they can get the knowledge. So basically your word of inspirations would helpful for us. Whatever comments, whatever reviews you are giving, that matters the most, right? Okay. So video testimonial, you can recommend it to friends and relatives and share with the doctors. Obviously, mom bloggers can be a good source. Definitely, you are a mom, you can blog. That's it. Okay. I'm expecting your support and help in this manner, as far as spreading the knowledge of Garbh Sanskar is concerned. Okay. Hita, practice the Garbh Sanskar activity. You will be come out from this state of mind. That's what I can suggest. Right? Don't worry about that. Everything will be fine. Okay, great. So now day 4 is about to end, and what is today's homework? Phone a friend. Yes, today's homework is phone a friend. Now today you are going to call one of your friend and just try to find out one such friend with whom you had not had a communication since more than a year or a 2 year. I'm sure you must be having such friends like childhood friend, college kind of a friend with whom you are still friend, you are connected on social media, but personally one to one you had not talk. How many of you are having such friends? Simply type yes in the chat box. Those who are having such friend, like close friend, but you are not that connected nowadays due to busy life and schedule, right? So today's homework is phone a friend. Call one of your old friend and recall and recollect the old memories that you lived together. That is simple task, and after completion of that call, you will feel, amazingly satisfied. That is my surety. Whatever frustrations you are having, whatever negativity you are having, whenever you are going to talk with such a friend, you will come out from that. This is simple activity, and I want you to do it today as a part of homework. And along, whenever you are calling your friend, you can also share the things like you are right now, what you are doing to keep yourself positive. Just like you can talk about Garbh Sanskar as well. You are following such an amazing course, amazing knowledge you are getting right now for pregnancy. So you can share that news as well. You can share the good news of yourself. It is quite possible, someone is your friend and still not knowing that you are pregnant, right? So it is quite possible. So phone a friend is a must do activity. And if you want to share your experience after calling your friend with us, like what all you had a talk and how you are feeling after talking with your friend, you can share it on the admin's number. That's fine. Okay. That is day 4 activity. Now on day 5, today is one of the most important day, final D-Day, valedictory. So we are going to understand tomorrow in day 5 session, we are going to understand about remaining activity like yoga, diet, and other activities that is to be practiced to have, baby with the desired quality. And we are also going to discuss about how to practice this activity till delivery, because I taught you the activity, but from where to practice, which are the authentic sources, from where to get all the material. So all these things we are going to discuss on tomorrow's session. So it is must and most important session, and few surprises are there for you guys from our team. So tomorrow, day 5, do not miss it. It is going to be the live session. So that's it as far as day 4 is concerned. Yes, if somebody is looking for link and everything, recording of previous sessions, you can personally send that request to the admin's number. We will provide it to you. So that's it as far as day 4 is concerned. Keep smiling. Happy Garbh Sanskar to all of you, and we will see you all together tomorrow. Till then, bye bye. Happy Garbh Sanskar to all of you.